Alright, we're back. She's a little hungry, but ooh, I got some rations out of that? Okay. Wait, how is that better? I don't want to wear that. I don't want to be a soldier. Oh, there we go. That's better. That's what we like to see, baby. Come on. She not move if she can't see me? Come on. Gotta get through this. Cutscene? Already? Let's turn this up a little bit. Burning down the forest now? Oh, they already start off like this. That sucks. Okay, Eva, come on. Eva. You can see why I'm like last defense. 100 line, I get the names confused. It's funny that I'm actually playing them both at the same time. What do you mean? They found her, not even me. Okay. Backpack. Okay, so now we're gonna switch everything on again. These are great, but we don't need. I never use that. This is a suppressor. Anything that has a suppressor is probably good right now. I just don't want to get everyone like radio jamming. Sounds really good. I have 2 more. From where? What was I supposed to do about all of them? All those men? It's a lot of boys in the yard. shit, she is hungry. I'll have to wait for her to get over here. Okay, come here, come here, come here. Wanna eat? Oh, your stamina gets used so quickly. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. That wasn't for me. That wasn't for me. That was for Eva.
This tastes like crap.
Fine then, eat 'em. Eat this. Bad, huh? The fuck are those? Oh, they're just fruits. What do you mean? I don't understand how she keeps on getting found. Oh, Eva, come on. You have to come with me. Okay, I don't really like this part. I'm just gonna fight it out. Fucking serious? Come on. Bleeding. Yeah, this part kind of sucks. I'm not a big fan of these kinds of things. Especially the constant calling. What the fuck is she? There she is, okay. She just took her sweet time. What?
Snake, the lake is just over that cliff. Eva should be able to climb it if you help her. Keep her close to you.
There we go. Okay. Get on over.
It's the enemy. What's wrong?
Do I have a better? Yeah, I do have better ink camo. Sneaking suit. me some good ammo. Or smoke grenades. Ooh. Oh, come on. See, this is what I'm not that big of a fan of. She's just, okay, now she can see me. She can only see me from this. Toast is clear. Come on.
I'm
Tree
so
frog.
hungry.
Are you? That's the opposite way of where I want to do. Okay, where's that tree frog? Okay. Can you please? You're fucking joking me. Okay, so she's a little hungry, so we'll give her a ration, I guess. Oh no, we have Russian false mangoes. Of course. Okay, so come here. She eats so... She's gonna eat me out of a house.
Hmm. Hmm.
There you go. Are the Emmonies? I don't see no Emmonies. Yes, there were Emmonies. They're gonna fall asleep soon, so it's all good.
Where'd you go?
I'm right here.
Where'd you go?
I'm literally right in front of you. That's crazy that she can't see me. Okay, come on. Ooh, baby. Almost to the lake. Yeah, 2004 they did not do good. Like what's it called? The guiding missions. Um, when you're taking an NPC somewhere. I forgot about this. I like don't even remember this shit at all.
Come on, Snake.
You made it.
We made it.
We
Cool.
made it.
We made it.
Over there. It's the boss, isn't it? I'll go get the wig ready to take off.
Right.
I'll leave you two alone. But come back in one piece, okay? Promise me!
The fuck?
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful? It's almost tragic. When life ends, it gives off a final lingering aroma. Light is but a farewell gift from the darkness to those on their way to die. I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss. Why are you doing this?
Why? To make the world one again. The world used to be whole. But with the end of the Second World War, the philosophers began to fight amongst themselves, and the world was torn apart. The Cobras, my comrades who trained and fought alongside me, were torn apart as well. The foibles of politics and the march of time can turn friends into enemies just as easily as the wind changes. Ridiculous, isn't it? Yesterday's ally becomes today's opposition. And this Cold War? Think back. When I was leading the Cobras, America and Russia were fighting together.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
consider whether America and Russia will still be enemies in the 21st century. Somehow I doubt it. Enemies change along with the times. The flow
We're
of
in
the
a weird,
ages,
we're in a
and we
situationship, I'd say.
soldiers are forced to play along. I didn't raise you and shape you into the man you are today just so we could face each other in battle. A soldier's skills aren't meant to be used to hurt friends. So then what is an enemy? Is there such a thing as an absolute timeless enemy? There is no such thing, and never has been. And the reason is that our enemies are human beings like us. They can only be our enemies in relative terms. The world must be made whole again. The philosophers must be reunited. I will devote my skills to that purpose. And with the Colonel's money, I will achieve that end. Just as I once created the Cobras. They are my family. I may no longer be able to bear children, but I still have a family. It was November 1st, 1951.
Okay, let's go.
I was in the Nevada desert participating in atomic testing. The name Nevada is derived from Spanish, covered in snow, white as snow. And snow is exactly what I saw in that Nevada desert. It froze my blood white. Snake, you were an atomic test subject, weren't you? On Bikini Atoll. That's part of the reason I was drawn to you. You and I are alike. We're both slowly being eaten away by the karma of others. We'll never have the chance to die peacefully of old age. We have no tomorrow. But we can still have hope for the future. In 1960, I saw a vision of the ideal future from space. 3 years earlier, the Soviet Union had succeeded in launching Sputnik, the first man-made satellite in history, into orbit. This came as a huge shock to the United States. In response, America threw everything it had into its own manned spaceflight project, the Mercury program. Even as the Soviets seemed poised to send their first man into space, America was still experimenting with chimpanzees and rockets. The government wanted human data. So they secretly decided to send a human being into space. I was the one they chose. At the time, they didn't have the technology to block out cosmic rays, and whoever they sent up would inevitably be exposed to heavy radiation. That's why they chose me. After all, I'd already been irradiated once. Of course, you won't find any of this in the history books.
Damn.
I could see the planet as it appeared from space.
The country just keeps fucking her.
That's when it finally hit me. Space exploration is nothing but another game in the power struggle between the US and the USSR. Politics, economics, the arms race, they're all just arenas for meaningless competition. I'm sure you can see that, but the Earth itself has no boundaries. No East, no West, no Cold War. And the irony of it is, the United States and the Soviet Union are spending billions on their space programs and the missile race, only to arrive at the same conclusion. In the 21st century, everyone will be able to see that we are all just inhabitants of a little celestial body called Earth. A world without communism or capitalism, that is the world I wanted to see. But reality continued to betray me. In 1961, I was sent to Cuba, to Bahia de Cochinos. It was part of a CIA-sponsored invasion under the guise of taking Cuban exiles back to their country. But the US government betrayed them. Our weak-kneed president held back their air support. Defenseless, the exiles were annihilated by the Cuban army. All I could do was watch in silence. I was set up by the very country I'd sacrificed so much for, by the very government I dedicated my life to defending. I was driven from the surface world, and I went underground. Then, 2 years ago, I faced the Sorrow, my old comrade in battle. He was my friend. But one of us had to die. I was left with no choice. The Sorrow gave his life for me. There is no enmity between us. One must live, and one must die. That was the mission. The ones who gave me that mission were the philosophers. Early in the 20th century, the true holders of power in the United States, the Republic of China, and the newly formed Soviet Union gathered together in a secret meeting that would later be known as the Wiseman's Committee.
What a bunch of wise guys.
The secret pact they formed there marked the beginning of the philosophers. But the last of the original members died in the 1930s. After that, the organization began to run out of control, and the Wise Men's Committee degenerated into a mere shell of its former self. The philosophers of today have no sense of good or evil. Their influence extends to countries and organizations involved in every aspect of every war. They have become war itself. That's how they operate. The sacrifices of war cause a shift in the times. This shift leads to renewed conflict, and in turn triggers the next war. Like a nuclear chain reaction, each conflict sparks countless others, forming an endless spiral that will continue on for eternity. Do you understand what I'm saying, Snake? By consuming me and you, the philosophers intend to keep that cycle going forever. It was my father who explained all of this to me. He was one of them.
Damn.
You see, I am the last remaining child of the philosophers. But after he revealed the truth, my father was killed by that same shapeless, formless organization. And my father isn't the only thing the philosophers have taken from me. In June of 1944, the Cobras and I took part in the landing at Normandy.
I'd love to play that
We've been
fucking
given
game.
a top-secret mission to locate and destroy enemy V-2 rocket installations. I was pregnant at the time. The sorrow was the father. I gave birth on the field of battle. A beautiful baby boy. But my child was snatched away from me by the philosophers. Look at this scar. This is proof that I was once a mother.
That's a crazy
I
fucking
gave up my
C-section.
body and my child for my country.
I know it's
There is
supposed to be like a
nothing left
snake
inside
looking
me now.
scar, but like,
Nothing at all. No hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes at night, I can still feel the pain creeping up inside me, slithering through my body like a snake.
okay, I just have to watch the YouTube video for it because I don't know what's gonna happen if I try to rewatch a fucking 15-minute cutscene. You know what I mean? So let's just watch.
A beautiful baby boy. But my child was snatched away from me
I think it's
by the philosophers.
at 1440p. Thank you.
Look at this scar. This is proof that I was once a mother. I gave up my body and my child.
Nice
for
skull
my country.
camo.
There is nothing left inside me now. Nothing at all. No hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes at night, I can still feel the pain creeping up inside me, slithering through my body like a snake. I've never talked this much about myself before. Thanks. Thanks for listening to me. I feel content. Snake? Commence the operation. I raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge. There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life, by your own hand. One must die, and one must live.
Just like
No
her in the
victory,
sorrow.
no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. It is our destiny. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title of boss will face an existence of endless battle. I'll give you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, Miggs will come and bomb the hell out of this place. If you can beat me in less than 10 minutes, you'll be able to escape in time. Let's make this the greatest 10 minutes of our lives, Jack.
Jack.
Boss.
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty. Face me.
Okay. So now we start the game. Okay, I hope this works. I hope I don't have to do that fucking, That is such a fucking I'm actually mad about that. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I didn't hit unpause for the boss fight. Watch the fucking boss fight on the I'm actually kind of heated that the fight. It's actually a hard fight. I died a few times. Watch the fight on YouTube. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just saw it. The cutscene just started playing. Ugh, that's that's infuriating. That between between the game crashing during like a 15-minute cutscene and having me to replay the last section again to forgetting to turn back on because I didn't want you to rewatch all of that stupid cutscene or like replaying that last area again. Um, and then you missing the boss fight. I'm so sorry. Just watch it on YouTube or something. I'm not doing it again because I'm afraid I'm gonna have to redo that whole entire section again. The section before that, the sneaking one with the, Ava. There we go. Okay. I mean, it's technically my fault.
There's only room for one boss and one snake.
It's a really cool boss fight where she like will attack you and if she successfully CQCs you. Hold on. Oh, I have the choice. I have to press it. They make you press it. Before this continues, let me just explain the boss fight a little bit. So basically you fight in the field of flowers and what she does is like she'll shoot you with her like pistol machine gun thingy. Um and she's really fucking strong. But at certain times she'll just be like, you know what, fuck this, and she'll start running after you. And you try and shoot her and she'll like do like these matrix dot like not matrix dodges, but like she'll like do a sidestep out of the area of where you're shooting. Um and when she catches up to you, she'll start CQCing you. And when she does, if she successfully CQCs you, she also dismantles your currently held weapon. So I got thrown on the ground a lot, and then she started shooting me from there, and died quite a few times. Um, but basically, the gameplay is you have to learn like the tells of when you're supposed to press a certain button to avoid to overcome her in CQC. Eventually, it gets even harder, and like you have to press it multiple times, which I was never able to do. I can only CQC her at the beginning. Um, but then it's like kind of like a firefight, like from a distance, and I killed her like that. But yeah, I say just watch the fight be like on YouTube because it's a pretty good fight. It's just a little frustrating, but it's good. Damn. She's dead. I'm sorry, horse. Hello? Damn. I mean, that scene still hits hard. Now, time to get away. I want to get
Ready to go,
away.
Snake?
Yeah, let's go. We're all done here.
Are you okay?
No, he is not okay.
Snake?
Yeah.
I told you you could trust me.
Oh shit. Dude, he just will not give up.
Ocelot!
We're not done yet.
Oh shit.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Not good!
Oh.
I picked up a few new moves. Huh. It doesn't feel right to shoot an unarmed man. But I'll get over it.
Eva!
What do you say to one last showdown?
Yeah, all right.
Uh-oh. Oh shit.
What's your name?
What's your name? What's your name?
Snake.
Baby girl, what's your name?
No. Not that name. You're not a snake, and I'm not an ocelot. We're men with names. My name is Adamska. What's yours?
John.
Very well, John. Plain name. But I won't forget it. Come on!
I'm gonna say it's the left. I don't want to shoot him. I'm not gonna shoot him. So he knows he doesn't have the one with the bullet, but I do. Or does he? No, he doesn't.
Looks like your luck has beat mine again. But why didn't you pull the trigger?
Must be a lot of variations of that cutscene then.
Till we meet again, John.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Snake! Give me a hand! Pull! Come on, pull up! We made it.
Yeah, we sure did.
Kojima just likes fucking having that horse just neigh. What the fuck is it now?
Oh no, Migs!
Oh yeah, the MiGs.
There's no way out! What are we gonna do?
We've come too far to let them stop us now. Those things have got to be armed.
It's no use. There's no way we can outmaneuver them. They're gonna shoot us down. We were so close.
Weapon systems on. Locked on target. I got tone.
You were great, Eva.
Huh?
Thanks.
Oak 19, this is Control. Stand by for a direct order from the chairman. Oak 19, return to base immediately. Do you read me? This is a direct order from Comrade Khrushchev. Return to base immediately.
Thanks, Khrushchev.
Oak 19, do you copy?
Understood. Aborting mission. RTB.
Look! The MiGs are turning back! Woo!
Well done, Snake.
The MiGs disengaged.
Most likely under orders from Khrushchev.
Is this his way of helping us?
Who knows? Maybe he didn't want things to get messier than they already are. Or maybe he just wanted us to owe him one. The important thing is, you made it out alive. As long as Khrushchev is with us, I don't think they'll be coming after you. It should be smooth sailing all the way to Alaska. I'm sending someone out to Galena Base to meet you.
To meet me?
The DCI and the President himself are waiting at Langley. Don't keep them waiting.
Alright. Let's hop to it. Yeah, let's save. I love how you have to save during the middle of the ending cutscene. These fucking cutscenes are just so goddamn long.
So what are you going to do now? Go back to the KGB?
What do you want me to do?
Did you ever think about coming back to America?
I can't go back. I've left America behind me.
But you saved this country.
I didn't do it alone.
And I still owe you a dinner.
Is that part of your mission too? Or is it an order? Or is it an invitation? Or a proposal? I don't take orders from anyone now.
That's gonna leave a stain. Remember the basics of CQC, Snake. Don't answer it. Are you fucking kidding me?
Scholars tell us that the first spy in history was the snake in the book of Genesis. In that story, it was Eve who was tempted by the snake in the Garden of Eden. But this time around, it was I who tempted the snake and got away with the forbidden fruit of knowledge.
Yep. She did it.
Forgive me, Snake.
She stole the philosopher's legacy. She took the forbidden fruit of knowledge. Ooh, the president's gonna be pissed.
Good morning, Snake. I hope you slept well. First of all, I have to apologize. I wasn't sent by Khrushchev. I'm not a KGB spy, and I never worked for the NSA. I'm an agent of the People's Republic of China for the General HQ 2nd Department of the People's Liberation Army. It was all a lie. I tricked you. And I'm sorry. The philosophers still exist in China, too. You see, my mission was to find out where Volgin was hiding the philosopher's legacy and steal it. So I infiltrated his base as a KGB spy. The 2 NSA codebreakers who defected in 1960 were actually both men. The real Adam never showed up at the meeting place. saving me the trouble of having to eliminate him. I sneaked in by pretending I was Eva. And you and Sokolov and Volgin, you all believed me. The philosopher's
good
legacy
spy.
was originally held in common between the US, Soviet Union, and China. We couldn't let the Russians and the Americans take it all for themselves. The Chinese government had its eye on the legacy too. I got the film containing the legacy, and also the nuclear missile launch data from the Shagohod. 5
Damn.
years ago, the Soviet Union stopped supplying us with nuclear weapons technology. Since then, China's Liaodong easing, hydrogen bomb, and space rocket projects have fallen behind. But with this data, our country will be able to develop its own nukes. We'll create a deterrent force to rival those of the US and Soviet Union. Everything has gone according to plan, thanks to your help. I too am one of the philosophers. I'm an agent of the philosophers, a graduate of one of their charm schools.
Charm schools, huh?
I was raised in a joint US-Soviet-Chinese facility to become a sleeper agent. This was before the war. Back then, they were collecting children from all over the world. As a result, I'm indistinguishable from a native-born American. So it didn't surprise me when you and Volgin couldn't tell the difference. But she knew right from the beginning. She knew because before the war, she was at one of the philosopher's schools too, as an instructor. The boss was the only one I couldn't fool. She was the only one who knew I was a fake. She told me everything.
Damn.
Why did she open her heart to me like that? At
So
the
that's
time,
why
I
she-
couldn't understand it. But now, I think I do. Snake. She wanted you to know the truth. She chose me to tell you. That's why she saved my life. I've lied to you so many times, but not this time. My orders from the government were to obtain the legacy and to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to kill you. But I can't do it. Not because we loved each other. And not because you saved my life. But because I made a promise to the boss. And I intend to keep it. I just wanted you to know. And you have to live.
I love how deep of a sleeper Snake must be. She did all that. She recorded a message. She stood up her bike outside, and he just slept through it all.
Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States. No. Far from it. She was a hero who died for her country. She carried out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen. Self-sacrifice.
Oh, there's my crew. My crew.
Because that was her duty.
You are above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss.
Big boss. It's so funny. It's so goofy, but I love it.
You are a true patriot.
I'm a patriot. Leaving him hanging. Oh. Look at that face. fucking hates it. He fucking hates it. They set up the boss. He was set up too. You're not.
We could use an infiltration unit like Fox in the army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us. A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy.
It's all a lie.
The boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgin inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgin's trust. Finding out where the philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgin fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. Khrushchev demanded that the US government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised.
So they didn't want to like have the
The
boss.
authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss,
It was just
and that one of their own would have to do the job.
kind of a makeshift plan.
The public couldn't be allowed to
Improvise.
find out about it. Not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive, and she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given, and she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. And no one will ever understand her. That was her final mission. And like a true soldier, she saw it through to the end. But I think she wanted you, of all people, to know the truth. She wanted to live on in your memory. Not as a soldier, but as a woman. But she was forbidden to tell you herself. And that's why she told me.
You don't even have the date of her birth.
History will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true
Probably
patriot.
can't have her name on there. Because if people saw her name there, then they would just defile the grave. October 15th, 1964, Khrushchev is ousted from power. The Brezhnev becomes his first secretary of the Communist Party with Kosygin as premier. China conducted its first successful nuclear test in Taklamakan Desert. SIGINT joins ARPA. He is part of the development of ARPANET. The U.S. government to study on emergency medical treatment. EMT system. Ava disappears without a trace in Hanoi. Paramedic establishes the first paramedic system. Zero disbands Fox. The United States accumulates the remainder of the legacy. The U.S. branch of philosophers to the Patriots, carrying on the traditions of Major Zero and his Fox unit. Big Boss establishes Foxhound. The Les Enfants Terribles project is developed. Sorry, I had to read that really fast. The sons of Big Boss are born. Okay. That's gonna mean absolutely nothing for you if you've never played a Metal Gear Solid game before. But basically, this game, Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater, this prequel is about the bad guy in the main Metal Gear series. Big Boss is kind of like the mentor to the main character, Solid Snake. Not Naked Snake, not John, not Jack, whatever you want to call him. I forget what his name is in the... Is it John as well? I don't know. But basically, he is actually a clone of Big Boss. There's a couple of clones of Big Boss. That's why they kind of have like... I think that's part of the reason why they have like the sex scene with like Eva, because like canonically he needs to fuck. Yeah, great song for this. You've got a way to kill. Who is this? They'll probably tell me. But hold on. Yeah, so let me actually turn down the volume a little more. Yeah, so in the original Metal Gear Solid, you mainly play as Solid Snake. This was like one of the few games where you don't play as Solid Snake. So a lot of this is kind of expanding on how Big Boss became the way he was. How did he get the title of Big Boss? What happened to him? But even beyond that, you don't need to know any of that to really appreciate the story. It's kind of like also a little bit self-contained. Like there's some things where like that ending scene where you're just like, what the fuck does this all mean? But the main story itself is actually very self-contained and very good. Like when I was in high school and I played this, like especially that ending scene got me. The fact that like, you know, that everything the boss was saying, how she wants to make the world one, and that it's been fractured, and that like, you know, that's what's most important. She honestly believes that. Very early in the game, she talks to Naked Snake about how, you know, are you a real soldier? Like, you know, do you, you know, can you put all of your things aside for the mission? What if like there's things that you're told to do that doesn't align with what you want to do, but it's part of the mission? That's totally what she's doing right now. She is, you know, she was, what was it? She first was involved with like a radiation project. She got another big serving of radiation in the sky, in space. She got 2 like very bad doses of radiation that won't let her live a full life. She won't die of old age. She will never die of old age. And that's just to help the U.S. government, you know? Like she's always been about like helping the U.S. And she continued to help throughout her entire time. You know, she's going into this mission to find the Philosopher's Legacy. Like, not planning that like she would be fucking set up and framed, but because Volgin did something that basically fucked everyone and that could never be expected, she basically had to accept that she was going to be the scapegoat. Like, she's gonna take all of the blame for this. Take away the blame that could potentially go to the U.S. government, even though, like, you know, the U.S. government didn't shoot a nuclear missile. All of this was so crazy that, like, no one would believe that. Yeah. But yeah, when I was a kid, it just, like, it really hit me, especially how Snake kind of, like, took the whole thing, like, going into the White House, meeting the president, like, trying his best just to kind of, like, do, okay, this is what you want me to do, I'll salute. He, like, doesn't want to do a handshake, but he's like, fine, I'll fucking do a handshake to him. Oh wow, look at this, they have the JPEGs there. Okay, see you in a little bit. Oh, okay. Okay. I did. It's all done. I'm recording. I can't pause. Because it's a ending cutscene that won't let me pause. I tried to pause. I don't know if you can hear, but Krista says hi. Okay. Bye-bye. But yeah, no, it's it's a crazy one, this game. Like the fact that, like, he went into the White House and did what he had to do. Didn't try not to do it, like, but did, like, the very minimum of what he had to do. Other people wanted to fucking, like, shake his hand, and he was like, no, fuck that. He was so fucking pissed. And then to see him, like, go to the cemetery in front of the boss, that's keep in mind, I know they didn't want to give her a name, but it's also important that she's unmarked, because they cannot give her a name. You can't go to, like, a fucking cemetery like that and have, like, a literal war criminal, like someone who defected from the U.S., at least in public knowledge, defected from the U.S. and just, like, did, like, is known to be doing so much damage to Russia. Stay.
Yes, Grozny Grad and the Granin Research Facility have both been wiped out without a trace.
Hi, Ocelot.
I understand, sir, but they were necessary sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves. I believe the White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed. Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission. The Philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. With this money, yes, the Philosophers can finally be revived. The film we handed the Chinese was a fake.
Oh ho ho.
Peking must be in an uproar right about now.
Oh,
I'm afraid so.
he was fucked.
Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Grozny Grad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too. Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting. It's a revolutionary new nuclear attack system.
No.
Perhaps it might just come in handy someday. Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss. The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam.
Yep. That's why his name's Adamska.
Of course, I'm always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.
Yep. So this entire time, Ocelot. Oh. Ooh, Panther. That's actually pretty good. Okay, so normal. It took me almost 12 hours. Save 16 times. Continues 8 times. Alert phases 41 times. 151 people killed. 51 times seriously injured. Total life taken is 15 bars. 7 life medicines used. 20 kinds of plants and animals. 59 meals eaten and no special items. Your title is Panther. I mean, Panther's pretty good. I feel like when I played as a kid, I got like a not a scary like animal. Like it was kind of like your title is Snail or like some shit like that. Your title is Deer. You know what I mean? Like Panther sounds like, oh shit, like he's strong. New item obtained. Oh, the Patriot. Yeah, so you can start the game with the boss's gear. Green face paint, brown face. Oh, my controller died. Tuxedo, banana camo, DPM. Wow, that's national flag face. Mummy camo, that's insane. Grenade camo. My tuxedo demo. Secret theater. What the fuck is guys? Yeah, save. Ugh. Nikita. Okay, so I had to let that last scene play out because yes, Ocelot was actually a triple agent the entire time. He was working for the CIA. Even if it didn't seem like it, it kind of makes a lot of sense. Ocelot showed up at the meeting site with Adam and Eva at the same at that time. You know, like he actually did appear where he was supposed to. But yeah, and it makes a lot of his actions make a lot more sense in the grand scheme of things. Why he was like being weird with Volgin. I mean, like there was like this kind of like hostility between them, but like he would just also be like, you know, when I was fighting Volgin, he would just be like, no. Oh. The fuck is Guy Savage? I don't think so. But yeah, basically, like the fact that he wouldn't help out Volgin, he wouldn't shoot Snake while they were fighting, was because the boss told him don't do that, and because the boss and him are technically on the same side, and they were both like, he knew what was going on the entire time, so he didn't want to sabotage the Snake's mission, but he also can't just make it seem like he's trying to do that, so he will go and fight and attack Snake and try and do all these things. You know, same with the boss. I mean, the boss shot Snake, threw him off into like a waterfall, continuously hurt him, like was supposed to take his eye out. Same with Adam. Adam actually did take his eye out, but it was all accidental, you know. so like they didn't want to jeopardize the mission, but they can't also jeopardize the fact that they're not doing what they like. You know, they're double or triple agents. You know. But yeah, so I don't know when it must have happened, but at some point, I'm guessing the Philosopher's Legacy that, because remember, Volgan gave the boss the Philosopher's Legacy. My thinking is that she gave Ocelot the actual Philosopher's Legacy, and she gave Snake the fake Philosopher's Legacy. That she knew Ava, because she knew who Ava actually was. She wasn't fooled. She was the only one that wasn't fooled. So she knew she worked for China. So she gave him Snake the fake one because she knew Ava was gonna steal it from Snake. It's like so fucking convoluted, but basically, I don't know. I remember when I was a kid, I just remember that the boss and like her idea of like having a whole world and even basically sacrificing yourself, your name, your legacy, all of that stuff, sacrificing everything about you just to meet this ideal was moving. And the way that the you know, Snake and the big boss or whatever you want to call him, the way he reacted to that, and it kind of leads you to think like, okay, so this was a bad guy in the Metal Gear games, like future down like in the future down the timeline. How did he become so bad? Well, if you see that, if you see what the American government did to her, did to his boss, did to his like mentor, his lover, his all of these things, like one of the most important people in his lives, of course he's gonna be like, this is all fucked up and it needs to change. So it explains a lot about his character. So I don't know, I think this was like a really fucking good game. I think it also, you know, it's a good game of its time. I think this is a perfect remake for what it is, but it goes to show me I don't like games from back in 2004 anymore. Like those, I can't do 20-year-old games anymore. Like even though they've changed like some like styles and things like that, even if they change the camera angles and stuff like that and how I can control the camera now, there is a lot of issue with like how these games were designed that I'm not as much of a fan of anymore. But I don't know, I'm gonna give it like B+, because I think A-. I think it's a personal thing where I just don't like the design of these old games anymore, but it is authentic to what it actually was back then. But yeah, no, good game, and I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, if they do more remakes like this, if they do like, you know, like the Silent Hill 2 remake, because this is Konami, this is the same people who did the Silent Hill 2 well, no, it's not. It's not the same people who made the Silent Hill 2 remake, but it's all under the Konami as a group. So they are tending to make remakes of their games. So if they make any more remakes to Metal Gear Solid games or Metal Gear games, I totally play them. But yeah, until next time, my friends, I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.